Hello! I'm Kyle. I'm very tired. This is Prismatica. I'm Kyle, pronouns any and all. Prismatica is a colorful, lighthearted, and gentle fantasy setting that the four of us and some of the chat, you know, y'all helped with some nice ideas, made together. This is the third adventure, but we've been playing for, like, in counting Quiet Year and character creation, like 5 sessions. We missed a few because shit got bad for a little while there, but we are back, and you know, we will continue to navigate situations. Yeah, who are you three? Who the fudge are you three?
Yeah, whatever happened to that, like, play it clean.
I said fudge! Fucker.
Go first.
You go first, boy who's talking disrespectful like to me.
Hi guys, I'm Tony, pronouns he, him. I'll be playing Cole Limshaw, whose pronouns are also he, him, the you know, the survivalist mentor in the world here.
Okay. Give us a fun fact about Cole. Y'all always forget the fun facts.
Oh, fun facts. I can't think of one really quick because I keep forgetting that that's a thing that we have to do.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Motherfudger.
Yeah, there you go again. He enjoys earth tones to blend in. I don't know.
Sure, yeah. Prince of Altea has given you a black die on your first roll for talking back.
Wow.
Prince of Altea has a vendetta against all players. He does it in Musica too, constantly. It's amazing. Which of you two would go next? Yea, verily. Guffaw.
I'll go next. Hi y'all, I'm Josh. I'm playing, my pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Pastel, whose pronouns are she, her. And she is very friendly, happy-go-lucky, very positive, can-do attitude. We're instructors, right?
Yeah. Your mentors is the term
there we
we've
go.
been using.
Mentor. My bad.
It's been a while. You're good. Yeah, give us a fun fact about Pastel, and Seru, you better have a fun fact ready. I swear to gosh.
Pastel is fun fact. Pastel likes to paint.
Oh, okay. She has
an artiste.
Très magnifique. I believe Kat has given Seru a blue die on her next roll, and Lieutenant Sophia has determined that if anyone takes a critical injury tonight, that they will take a worse critical injury. Prismatica's peaceful. You fudging animals. It's peaceful. It's wholesome. This is our made for kids, but not by 4 kids show. Seru, whomst.
Hi, I'm Minnie. I go by she, her. I play Seru Leon, who also goes by she, her. She is a bat-like hybrid human who teaches potions and has a very big interest in the poisonous smog. And a fun fact is, despite of maybe whatever I may have ingested in the last 2 episodes, let's say I'm a fruit bat, so I am vegan.
Sure. It's now canon. So like we said, it's been a while since we last played. We were going to play yesterday, but I had a root canal that they screwed up, so I didn't. Instead, we raided in Final Fantasy XIV because I took a nap, and then I woke up and I didn't feel good enough to do much beyond talk in a Discord with no obligations, and we did beat Eden 1 Savage, which is something of a feat. Even though it's old content now, but who gives a shit. Fukami. Oh, yeah, I need to open the list of the children. I need to get the children.
Oh, same.
Will someone please think of the children?
Please think of the children. So Prismatica is a magical setting. We made it all. It's nice and purty. Prismatica younglings. These three are mentors in the town of Vibron. Vibron is kind of a collective of animal people, and these animal people enjoy their magical world and sort of deal with whatever issues might arise while the community contributes to the child rearing process. Children, similar to a Sudbury school, sort of determine what they want to learn and you know where they want to learn and who they want to learn from. And so the children that Seru, Pastel, and Cole are mentoring, I've been giving them nothing but trouble because they are children, and that is how the chat wrote their characters. That's right, chat. If you're new here today, which I don't think anyone is, or if you have been here before and you haven't made a character yet, if you want to make a child, join our Discord, and in the viewer characters thing, there will be a Prismatica Younglings document. You can fill out all of the questions, and hopefully I'll be able to work your children in. But everyone wrote children, and they are rambunctious and precocious. The first episode, everyone went to... Let me actually open the map. Incorrect. Everybody went from Vibron to the Azure Brook of Light. Did I put the Prismatica stuff on here? I made tokens. I'm never going to need them, but I made them. Let me see if I have them. Nope. Wait. Nope. They went from Vibron through the Kion Forest to the Azure Brook of Light for their first lesson in wayfinding and aurora magic and alchemy. While there, one of the children, made by Lieutenant Sophia, I believe her name is Mela, ate some funny dirt and cast a very basic spell taught to her by her elder sister Lysithia, who was the first Aurora Mage, to fly to Lysette's Ascent, where she was almost beaten up by some sort of like goop creature full of plums. Thankfully, the mentors went up and saved her, and everything was okay. The next session saw everyone in Vibron traveling through the Kion Forest north towards the Linguistic Lilies, where, they were just supposed to be making camp and exploring and learning stuff. But, who was it? Emmy Ermine, made by viewer Alpha Leo, did wander off and did break a hotly contested superstition that she shouldn't sleep in the Linguistic Lilies when she did take a nap, because that is one of her character traits. And so she did, take a nap. While there, Seru felt weird magic underneath it? Or was that Pastel?
It was Pastel.
Pastel felt magic underneath it. Seru detected the presence of miasma very faintly of the mist, and Cole felt a gaze on him from across the veil. I missed one. Pastel, you have a blue die on your first roll, courtesy of Prince of Altea.
Thank you.
Hopefully she isn't possessed by I take nap now. Good night. Yeah, that is Leo. We are on the same wavelength. That is my inspiration for how I'm playing Emmy. Hopefully she isn't possessed by a demon. Well, that night at camp, she did walk away in her sleep into the middle of the forest, where she was almost swept away by a river, if not for the quick and reckless behavior of Seru, who destroyed some of her own belongings to go and... Why is everything so pixely? To go and save the child.
Also broke a leg.
You twisted your ankle, I believe, and broke some valuable things. But you did save the child. Pastel and Cole, realizing you were missing when they woke up for the shift change, took out into the woods to try and find you, Cole being the local survivalist expert, knowing that there were carnivorous slugs in the forest that would probably gobble you up. Pastel using her Aurora magic, enchanted Cole and Seru to successfully repel the slugs, pushing most of them in the river and cutting through a few of them. But it's Samurai Jack rules, so if it's not red blood, it doesn't count. The storm make Discord crunchy. Is there a... Oh, yeah, there is a storm. Also, I think Kat might also be on a call right now. So, we'll see how that goes. Oh, that would be a complication. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That was it, yeah? Fucking... Fudgin... Seru made a potion, I think. And Cole made some self-cooking boar jerky. And Pastel is still sitting on the gossamer thread. I believe you also recovered some linguistic lilies, some magical dew or whatever, some slug slime, and Cole, I'm gonna say you recovered some slug meat and slug hide. Is that my phone? Fuck.
That was mine. I'm sorry.
Scared... No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Hi, Kat.
Kat,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
My notes are that we literally got a buttload of
goo.
Buttload of linguistic lilies.
Yeah, a buttload. That is a good thing. We don't have no cuss club yet. Lost Carol, this is our Y7. Hold on. This bit better be worth it. Come on. Give me a good image. Yeah. Excuse me, but this TV show is TVY7, okay?
That's perfect.
We are wholesome.
This is
Let
Teen
the
Titans.
Get the younglings say cuss words. No. So, I'm gonna keep the Y7. I actually like it. It's silly.
It's very fitting.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so funny to me. This better be worth it. Kyle Carty 2020. That is... I say that when I have to do anything. So, I know I said last time that... Bon V... It's okay. I know I said last time that we were going to do downtime, but due to some developments... Oh, what's up? Are you kidding? You never had a mango? Have a sip of the mango. What do you think? Do you want to show your hair off? Or do you want to wait for like a big reveal? Because I wasn't going to say anything until you said something.
Well, I was complaining that it took 5 hours. It should not have taken 5 hours.
Do you want to see if it disappears in the green screen?
Kind of, yeah.
Come on over.
Is it green?
Oh.
No, but it's teal. It looks really cute.
Does it
I'm
disappear?
ready to see it.
It totally does.
Well,
Galaxy hair!
Y7 for fantasy violence.
It totally does disappear.
Hold on,
You can't even see it.
let me see if I can deactivate my my chroma key for a minute. I'm gonna break the illusion. This is what people come here for, the professional, always on key stuff.
Due to them, cat's
That is
hair
really
is
funny.
any color.
It's cute. It's not styled or anything yet, but it's really cute, right?
Yeah, it needs a day to be less not.
The claws,
It looks
the law.
very vibrant.
Yeah, everyone's complimenting it, sweetie. She's always wanted to dye her hair, and now that, she's... Oh, wait, what? Stars? That's incorrect. What? What? Why is it
Wait, what?
stars? What? Did I accidentally delete the funny light?
Probably gone
Sure,
before.
I sure did. Oh my god. All right, well, fuck. Well, I guess we're going back to the stars. Whatever. Oh, that might mean the Y7 might disappear at some point too. So if the Y7 disappears, think of it like a real television show where it eventually fades away. So, I know I said that we were gonna do like some no children stuff, but I'm gonna do whatever I want. No Cuss Club is activated. Courtesy of Kamen Otaku. The next person who does a cuss, something bad is gonna happen to their character. I'm gonna hurt them.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
What happened to Y7? Kyle's threatening us. We're getting threatened right now.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna pull out my spring-loaded hammer gun, and it's gonna bop Colby on the head. That's a one kid's joke. No, One Piece for kids joke.
See, violence is
will be
okay, but as soon as you say a 4-letter no word,
Or even a 3-letter no word, like if you say butt funny. Barbecue rib breaker. So
he calls it poop.
did the robot die too? Why?
happening?
What is happening?
Oh, Fred.
Frederick.
I am confusion.
Okay, hold on.
Am.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the
Uh-oh.
robot's
Okay,
just
there we
being
go.
difficult. Yeah, no, I had to kick him out because he broke. Whatever. So yeah, we're kind of just gonna do whatever. We're gonna see how it goes. Prismatica may be a shorter campaign than we initially anticipated. We're gonna play it by ear. So that said, I do still want to see what everyone's up to, sort of on their own time. Whether that's in Vibron or without. What's everyone's four kids accent? I mean, the NPC Candina already has a 4 kids accent, and she's very like surfer bruh, like oh dude, yeah. So who would like to tell me what their character does in their off time? Like, not related to your profession, like related to a hobby or familial obligation, or like seeing friends, or you know, what is something that your character does that is not in any way related to their dark backstories, or you know, what they normally do in an adventure. Let's paint a new part of the tapestry.
Okay. Is my leg still broken, by the
No.
way?
No.
No, we fixed that, right?
It's been long enough. Your leg is fine.
Okay.
It's been like 3 days.
Well, let's say Saru likes to write poetry and stories. Maybe because longing for somebody from her past.
Ooh.
Aww.
So what skill would I want to see how good you are at poetry?
And I guess I would go to towards where the Fruity Pebbles are, because I like the color.
It's an inspiration for you.
Yeah, that's where I go. While also honestly looking off at the very sad black and white gray rocks in the distance. If we can see it.
Can you, my dear friend, give me... Okay, is your poetry like flowery and like gentle, or is it like dark, or is it like serious? Like, what is the tone of your poetry?
It's surprisingly lovey mushy.
Lovey mushy. Okay, could you give me
like Shakespearean, like Ophelia, like
Ophelia? Give me charm, and we're gonna call it difficulty. Actually, I'll let you set the difficulty. And don't forget, you have an extra blue die on this, courtesy of someone from the
sweet.
chat. So we already have a crab. So that's out. She, her, penguin. They, them, pangolin. Okay. I need it. Oh, there's names. Bingle. Alicia.
What's the next thing?
We'll see. So go ahead and roll when you're ready, Seru.
I don't know what would be fair difficulty. If I do 2 purple, I would say like maybe 2 purple because I have nothing to compare this to except for what I've read. So I have no idea if this is technically good except for my own criticism.
That's tying in perfectly to what I want to do next. Go ahead and roll.
Cool. Okay. Oh, great. It's not good.
So one complication. So the complication is as you are sort of like big, I assume Seru writes with like big flourishes to like put emotion on the page.
Yes.
You're very caught up in your poetry when you realize that what appears to be like a group of what we would call like beatniks has sort of like formed on the beach. And yeah, that's exactly where I'm going. Like you hear and there is actually a sharp like snapping like that. And you sort of look across and you see a pangolin person. And they are sort of like snapping and they sort of, with the threat, they look and they see you and they see that you have been writing very much in your journal, and they sort of look at you and they tilt their head and they smile and they wave you over with their big, so like a pangolin is like a dragon armadillo is like the fastest way to a dragon armadillo anteater. If you've never seen a pangolin, Google it. They're fresh as heck, and because they have big claws, I'm doing beat poetry. I want them to snap their big claws. I can't rhyme on command. And they wave you over. What do you do? Seru? Did they lose power? Are you? They're both from. Josh, can you speak? Speak loud. I can't hear you.
No, I'm muted. I muted myself because I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Fudge! And we're back after some technical difficulties. There's a storm near Tony and Minnie's house, and probably eventually mine, and also probably eventually Josh's. I don't know why I phrased that in a way like we don't live near each other, because we used to play in the flesh world together back when the flesh world existed.
In the before time, the long, long ago.
Pre-Rona.
Discord mobile, just an open roleplay. You know what? Sure, I'd allow it. So
we'll just go on the the Wi-Fi of our phones, just 4G the shit out of it.
Cuss! You cussed! Something bad's gonna happen to Cold. No one let me forget that. Start the timer. Mitch, start the timer. 15 minutes on the clock. Anybody who cusses also gets bad things. So.
Ouch. Just like, I'm trying to figure this thing out and it just jumped down my throat.
I kept it cool as a cucumber. We bought cucumbers a few days ago and they immediately rotted. Very upset. So, the beatniks, there's a pangolin person, and they are sort of snapping. If you haven't looked up a pangolin, please look up a pangolin. I went on a whole thing. They're very cute.
They're so cute.
They are. But they have big claws, so I wanted a beatnik to snap with the big butt claws. Haha, I caught myself. And they sort of like see you, and you see that they see you, and they see that you see that they see you, and they wave you over with that big claw.
Are you calling me?
And when you point at yourself, they sort of point at you with their big claw and nod emphatically. Continue to wave you over.
Yes.
So you approach the group, and there's maybe about like 7 or 8, I'm gonna say, people in what appears to be like a poetry and drum circle on a Fruity Pebble beach. And the lead beatnik, whose name has been lost in the chaos of everything that happened. Give me a new name, somebody. I will take the first name. But they sort of say, "Oh, hey, sister, what is good?" And then someone like on a drum like, "I see that you're writing some poetry. Do you want to share it with me and also everybody else?"
I've never shared. It's quite personal.
I will take
I
Kiki.
can
The name is Kiki.
Aww.
It's quite personal. I've never shared this hobby of mine before.
Well, if you don't know, then you'll never be ready to show your poetry to others like us.
Well, I guess the most recent one I could share.
And then there's a lot of snaps. And they sort of gesture you to like what appears to be like a literal soapbox. Do you stand on the soapbox to deliver your poetry to these beatniks?
Reluctantly.
And so you get up there, and you've already rolled for the quality of your poetry. Do you
Yes.
have like a poem that you just want to like get off the dome, or no? It's fine if you don't.
I can rap battle this. I can improv this.
Okay, sure.
It's a freestyle?
It's a freestyle, off the cuff poem about a fantasy setting. So it's not just you making a poem; it's your bat person making a poem about their worldview. So like, good luck. That is no easy feat.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try.
Also, you rolled bad, so it's bad. It's a bad poem.
Yes.
If that makes it easier, it's supposed to be bad.
Colors I see and feel. Oranges like peels. Distances I cannot touch. I cannot think about much. If maybe, perhaps, somebody I can love, going to like sets a sense above. The fruit I eat is now bitter, and the garbage left over is the litter.
There is a round of snaps. It's terrible. Like, it's bad. But like, Minnie, that was so good for a bad off-the-cuff poem about a character you haven't touched in 3 weeks that I'm gonna put an extra good boy point in the pool that all of you can spend.
Sweet. Don't ask me to say it again because I don't remember.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's
We will
fine.
never remember. And so yeah, you sort of find yourself like integrating with this group of beatnik poets. They seem to meet like every Pink Day, and so like sometimes some of them aren't there because they're mentoring other people or they're doing something else for the community. Sometimes you're not there, but like you join this group of beatniks?
Did they just snap and not say anything?
There was constructive feedback. You can tell that they were holding back so as not to like totally crush your dreams. Like you can tell they're actually experienced at giving feedback
Because they're mentors too.
appropriately. Yeah, exactly. Some of them. So the pangolin, their name was Kiki.
Kiki?
Kiki is actually a scholar mentor. Like they are a scribe. Gesundheit.
Well,
They
pleasure.
big sneezy boy.
Thank you.
They mentor in like calligraphy and writing and reading comprehension and stuff like that. Like,
Okay. I would love to meet with you guys every pink day as a mentor. To become a mentee would be quite refreshing.
a truly humble energy. We are so excited to have you join the Stone Circle of Poets. And everyone snaps it. And that is where we will leave Seru. Pastel or Cole, which one of you would like to talk about your hobby next? Actually, we started on Pastel. Pastel, you said your hobby was painting. Cole, think about what your hobby is. What did you say that you like to paint? Like...
I like to paint.
I know you said you like to use a lot of color, but like...
Mountains. Mountains and ocean views.
So, would you like to paint at the mountain or at the ocean?
At the ocean, by the lake, by the like right at the coast of the village.
Right at the
I don't
coast.
really travel outside the village unless I have to.
Okay. So, let's say that your focus today is the large, glowing sort of like fissures underneath the water. Like you've gotten to like a nice crested hill, sort of overlooking like a cliffside view of the ocean. And from this vantage point, you can see the glowing crevices and caverns and things like that. These like strong reds and yellows and oranges, or red and oranges, excuse me. Let's call painting coordination.
Okay.
Yeah, it requires a degree of dexterity.
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
I mean, I'm sure that there are people who aren't dexterous that can paint, but I'm limited by the skills in the system.
Well, let me refresh the page because I can't find the
Sure.
rolling option. There we go.
It's going to be in the middle column, and then you're going to click character skill. And you can pick the difficulty. You can set your purple or red or black dice, whatever numbers you want. You have a blue die, courtesy of Prince of Altea, I think?
Yeah. No, like I had it up and everything, but I couldn't see the roll dice portion.
Got it.
It was just not showing up. I got it.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, wait. You didn't give yourself any.
Oh, yeah, you didn't give yourself any purple dice.
Oh right. Oh, let me remove
It's okay.
that. Okay.
So, yeah, just re-roll the whole thing with whatever amount of purple, red, or black dice you so please. The difficulty you choose will determine the quality. Okay, somehow it's even better.
I know. Where Pastel, she hates the water.
So you don't like going in the water at all?
No.
Okay. So it was a low difficulty painting, so it's not like the best piece of work that has ever been created, but you have created a pretty darn incredible painting of the glowing caverns. And you know, you've sort of spent time painting and dappling and doing what you can. Do you paint with any other people, or is this the Easy Boy? Thank you for the follow. If you would like to let us know your pronouns so we don't misgender you, that would be appreciated. Do you have any like friends in which you indulge in this hobby with?
My younger brother, Onyx.
Onyx. All right. What's Onyx like? Like, give me like 2 or 3 words for his personality.
Driven, stubborn, and family oriented.
Okay. Is Onyx an Aurora Mage?
No.
Okay. What does Onyx do? Actually, I'll cover that. So you hate the water, but Onyx loves the water. Gotta stress that enough. Onyx adores it. And when you arrived this morning with Onyx, Onyx opted to call in a favor with, apparently, he is somewhat friendly with Candina, your fellow mentor, the softshell crabwoman. And he hitched a ride on the electric crab out into the water to get a much more up close and personal drawing, painting, so to speak. And when he sort of comes back, he has sort of folded up his enchanted parchment, which is, been made waterproof. Mm-hmm. And he crosses over to you and he says, "So, what'd you make?"
I made this lovely masterpiece. You have to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I show it to him.
Masterpiece is a strong, and then you turn around and he goes, "Oh."
I know what I'm doing. You should learn from me.
Okay, first
Just a
off,
bit.
rude. Second off, I did. Third off, peep this one, sis. And he unfurls his painting. It is good, but like he is very clearly still learning like some of the fundamentals, but his style is much more of like, I don't like using like earth styles, but it's like a watercolor impressionist style where it's very loose and abstract and kind of all over the place, but like there is clear emotional heft behind it.
Ooh, I love it. I love how you worked with what you had. This is amazing. Nice job.
I used the medium of seawater to make sure that I truly got the ocean's emotion on the canvas. You can tell that Onyx has always kind of been like a little bit dramatic like this, where it's like a tiny bit of like haute couture to his personality. And he says, yes, Candina was kind enough to make sure that I got as close to the caverns as she believed was safe. And it's with that I realized that perhaps I could go down into the caverns and find the source of the glow and perhaps turn it into pigment.
You really want to take that risk?
Well, yes, I do. It's... I feel as though I've made up my mind, Elder Sister. And with that, I believe that I will.
You definitely have to ask our older sibling what they think before you venture off in the water.
Or,
saying.
alternatively, I've already asked one elder sibling, and now that elder sibling can do it so that I can begin to focus on my expedition.
Okay, just be careful. I don't want you gone.
That was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Pastel! And he runs up, he gives you a kiss on the cheek, like big hug.
Okay, I love you too.
I will require, perhaps just a bit of bottled aurora from your stash. I've heard that it can be used to weave a breathing tapestry around one's mouth to allow the filtration of water.
You always asking for stuff, but I got you.
I have the best elder sister, who also
You know
has
you do.
the best younger brother. I need to stress that I am the best younger brother in Vibron. I need you to know this. And nay, the best younger sibling, all inclusive, not just amongst brothers or sisters or siblings. I am the best sibling. Do you agree, Pastel? I don't like how long you're deliberating.
The hesitation is helpful.
Sure. Whatever
Sure.
makes you happy. Yes, you are. You are. You are. I
pouts.
love you. I love you. I love you.
And so
Go
you
venture forth.
you two get that big hug, and you know the playful banter sort of continues. Cole. Cole. What do you like to do that isn't related to your backstory or your profession? What's your hobby?
I mean, I seem to always default to music. That seems to be what I'm good with. If it's got like a lute of some kind. Or
Are we sure, though? Do we want music? I'll allow it. So, Cole, I'm going to say that you recently secured a nighttime gig at one of the local treetop taverns that so many of you have eaten in. And you said you play a lute?
or whatever would be the stringed instrument equivalent in this world. I would guess it would be some kind of a.
Yeah, it's something similar. It's like let's say, I don't know if this would even work, but it's magic. So it's like a log almost that is hollowed out, and then running along like varied width strips of it are strings, and those strings are sort of magically floating, and so is the wood. And so it creates this like strange, like bassy string, maybe a little higher than bass. I know bass is quite low, but it also sort of creates like a bit of percussion with how it reverberates inside of this magically enchanted stringed log.
Okay.
I will accept the first chat suggestion for the name of this instrument that I like. So, do you play with anyone else, or are you like an Archie Andrews type where you play by yourself?
I definitely play by myself. You know, doesn't even necessarily sing. I just kind of like to, you know, show off and keep my fingers nimble.
We had the part at one point.
Yeah. So, it is. Did you get like a large venue, or are you playing at like a smaller, more intimate venue?
This is definitely kind of like coffee shop-ish.
Okay. A truca. I like calling it a truca. So you're playing the truca.
Truca.
Truka. Courtesy
I was gonna say,
of Gontes. We are naming the type of instrument. And so the truca
Veruca the Struca.
has a stringy,
I want to play music now.
also drummy.
Daddy, I want to play music now.
No. And so you have gotten to this coffee shop. What kind of music do you play, Cole? Like upbeat, sad boy, ambient? Like, what emotion do you try to evoke with your music?
It would definitely be like in like atmospheric kind of like classical more style, where I'm playing more like arpeggios and notes as opposed to like actually like, you know, chorded, you know, quote unquote rock style. So
Okay.
it'd be just something that's just kind of like I said, a little bit more nimble, where it's just like a classically trained type of type of play style.
I like that. So what I'm gonna ask for. None of these are particularly good. Okay, so your social is a 2. So what I would like for you to roll is I'm going to combine a skill, your ranks and coordination, and I'm going to combine it with your presence. So you're going to roll a yellow and a green, and you have a black die on this roll. In addition to violating the No Cuss Club, you must put a red die in.
Is that all I'm rolling? Just those four?
You can set the rest of the difficulty yourself, but I am putting at least a red and a black into the pool.
I just mean the yellow and the green. That's all I'm rolling.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you a blue.
All right.
I'll give you a blue because I like you.
I'm not asking for favors. I'm just making sure I'm not missing something here.
No, I mean it's your hobby. You should have a blue on your hobby. Take it.
All right.
Archie Andrews.
Oh, cool.
2 failures, 3 advantages, 1 triumph. So you do get up there and you do sort of sit down and say, anyway, here's Aurora Wall. And then you do sort of fumble through the first few notes. This is Gontes' joke. I'm just stealing Gontes' joke.
I was hoping someone would notice it.
With the failures, you sort of hit like, wait, no, wait. And then the triumph kicks in and you stop playing Aurora Wall and you start playing good ambient music and just like... Could you describe the sound of the music and like the emotion that it is supposed to be making people feel? I want to tap in specifically to like that question. I want to drill down a little bit more on the emotion.
It's definitely like a minor ballad kind of a song where you can feel that there is emotion and sorrow in the notes, but it definitely has a more it definitely has a more melodic feel to it. Like it's not a bad sad. It's just like you can feel that it came from a heavy place.
Okay. It's wistful, would be fair to say, yes?
Yeah, that would be one way to put it. It definitely ends on a switch to major.
Got it. Okay. All right, we have 2 new students. Oh boy. Oh, Prince, did you never have a character? I never knew that. Okay.
Excuse me, I have a friend flying here.
And so, yeah, you play like a very like there's a band that I really enjoy. I think it might just be one dude. I listen to it when I want to like be wistful or in the fall. Basically, at all points during the fall, I will listen to the band Black Hill. And that is what I am imagining. If you've never listened to Black Hill, search on YouTube, Black Hill, and then you're going to want to click on the album with the picture of the sad horse. You will know the horse that I am talking about, because it's a very sad horse.
Bojack?
No, different sad horse. And so you sort of finish up and you know, everyone sort of listens. I would play sad horse, but I'm pretty sure I can't on Twitch anymore. And Roaming in Teasdale. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the album. I'm pretty sure that's it. The first song is what I am hearing. And the tavern keeper of this small plum winery, when it's all over, you know, and everything's closed up and they are sort of cleaning up. I saw someone suggest a penguin earlier. So this penguin character, and I will name, I will grab the name, Kajir. They are sort of like cleaning out some of the preserved, like wooden mugs and things like that they used to pour. And she sort of says, "It was a good set, Cole. Not bad at all.
Oh, uh, thank you. I just do it to keep fresh with my mind.
Well, don't let me interrupt. Clearly it worked. The turnout was good. A lot of people, they got a bit sad, but in the good way, in the way that made them want to drink and celebrate. So things are going really good for me here. People seem to be loving the plum wine that we're putting out.
Well, it is delicious. I'll give you that.
It is delicious, I know. Thank you. But, Cole, I know that you're mentoring. You're actively mentoring right now. Is that true?
Yes, I'm teaching the survival enthusiasts.
Ooh. Well, I'll tell you what, Cole. What I am hoping for is a teensy tiny bit of a favor. Do you think you're interested in hearing my teensy tiny bit of a favor?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Flavor. Huh? Flavor. That's what I want. I want to learn, or no, I want to experiment with my next few batches. Next time you're out and about, bring me back anything. Anything that you think might contribute a new body to some of my plum wine.
Sure. You mean anything? Like, are we talking floral? We're talking...
Yeah.
We talking fruity? What
Yeah.
do you...
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll look around.
Bitter, sweet, spicy. I want to experiment, and I will compensate you rather well, Cole. You see, you did roll a triumph, so I will tell you what, if you do this favor for me, I'm more than happy to let you have the run of the place whatever days you want. You can be our in-house sad Truca player. People love sad Truca players, Cole.
All right, I'll see what I can do for you when we go out on our next expedition.
Well, I suppose I'll tip you in advance. And she puts a thing of wine in front of you. This is the new stuff. It's magic, Cole. Drink it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she looks expectantly at you as you drink it. Can you give me a discipline check? Difficulty
oh, no. What
3.
Is this gonna...
Difficulty 2 purple. We'll call it 2 purple. 2 purple, 2 black.
I'm sorry, which...
Discipline.
What am I? Discipline.
Discipline.
Oh, this is... I am a lightweight.
Oh, fudge. Yeah, you
what
just...
have you done to me?
You pass out. Goes,
Oh no.
uh-oh. Well, I'll just throw him off. Will he land on his feet even if he's asleep? And she tosses you and you do land on your feet. She goes, good, that could have been bad. And so she goes back to it. All of you have gathered, or will be gathering. Is there, actually, before I even do that, is there anything you would like to do in town or around town that would relate? No. That would.
I'm
Hi.
still here. That means it's on our internet.
Hi. That would relate in some way to like gathering materials for crafting, or the art of crafting, or kind of anything like that.
I kind of want to start working on making up for all the things that I destroyed. From saving Emmy last time.
Okay. So, regrettably, that means you will need to get materials because you destroyed valuable materials for that little brat.
Little
That's right.
sleepy
That's right.
brat.
We're here. We're calling Emmy out on her trash. Forget about it. So
Gabbage.
Gabbage. And so, that would probably be survival to gather material. How rare do you want the material gathering to be? And you know what? Let's double down. Where on the Prismatica map are you gathering materials? There are around Vibron, which is very cheap stuff. There's the Azure Brook of Light. There are the glowing caverns. There is with the Depth Striders under Lizette's Ascent. There is Lizette's Ascent. There are the Fruity Bubbles. There is the Sad Boy Island. There are the Linguistic Lilies. There is Mount Eliris. There's the Coral Reef. And there is the Slumbering Smog. What would you like to do? Where are you going? And how rare are the materials you're looking for? Did the robot die? No.
No.
The robot lived.
Okay. I'm gonna make this difficult on myself. Not on purpose, but only because I want it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the Slumbering Smog, and I want to collect a sample from the center again, where we discovered the tower.
Okay, I need to stress this. Going to the center would require like an expedition with a team.
Okay.
I will say this only because I'm planning on having you go there as a group.
Okay.
Towards the end of the campaign. But like the perimeter of the Slumbering Fog, totally
if
fine.
we're gonna go there eventually, then the caverns, the glowing caverns was my other choice.
So you want to go underwater?
To the glowing caverns, yeah.
Okay.
It's not as far, but.
Are you going alone?
No.
Who are you going with?
Am I choosing one of these guys, or
you can choose anybody, or you can make up a character right now.
I can't bring the kids with me, right?
Oh no, the poor children.
We could call it a lesson.
That bring some of the kids with me to go underwater.
So you
Who wants to go on the class trip?
Who needs extra credit?
This is a dangerous extra credit. So what students are you bringing with you? Like, that is a better question.
Who's the oldest? The twins are the oldest.
The twins are the oldest.
I would say not the younger ones. Like, probably not, like...
No Danger Noodle.
It looks like Harlow's also older.
Harlow and Asta are both about 9. Also, Asta is a crayfish, so...
that makes sense.
So
I will. I think I can bring any of the aquatic kids and the older twins.
Okay, so Frog, they are incredibly aquatic, but they are also 5 years old.
No.
Okay.
Not today.
He's too young.
There is a new student in your group that is aquatic, Yura. Any pronouns for Yura. They are a hermit crab with a little backpack.
Okay.
And
Is it shaped like a shell?
Yes. But it's like a squishy shell. And so you
so
take.
let's say it'll be Yura, Asta, Elizabeth, and Liza.
Okay, so these 4 kids. Mela is old, but Mela is the most irresponsible child. So, are you going with anybody else? Like any other adults?
Yeah, I would say Candida can come with.
Okay, you are very much in Candina's wheelhouse then. So that just her being here will impart 2 blue dice on your roll.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So, you are bringing the kiddos, and because you have sort of handpicked them, they are definitely on much better behavior than usual. Like, this was a voluntary thing, and you picked which kids you're taking with you. So they are all taking it quite seriously. So they're not going to impart any, except for like the 1 standard black die because they're children.
Okay.
How deep are you going? We're going to say that because the maximum difficulty for any roll is 5 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many purple dice are you adding? Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. The farther you go, the better the material.
3. Bring it on.
3. Would you like to modify the pool to go to Zone 3, but only roll 2 purple dice?
Yes.
Okay. I will flip one. Please roll survival. 2 purple, 1 black, and then whatever your skill is, your survival skill with 2 blues.
Okay. No lost kids.
No. 2 successes, 2 advantages. So you're going to
My
zone
survival's
3.
luckily pretty good.
So 2 successes, 2 advantages. So that means we're gonna find, okay, we're gonna find 2 things. Would you like to find 1 really good thing, or no, I'm phrasing this wrong.
1 really good thing. Like,
Would you like to
period.
find 1 really good thing, 2 good things, or 4 pretty good things?
1 really good thing.
Ooh.
I want the rarity.
Okay. And so, with all of the kids, how to make friends, collecting things, quiet and a bit of a stammer. Okay. As you are going, the cat children, I'm going to say, probably aren't the ones that find it, because they are cats, and cats hate water. I will say that Yura and Asta sort of assist you in exploring. You get deep into the caverns, like far deeper than you probably should be, but you have Candina, who is sort of like a well-regarded explorer of these caverns, and she is sort of helping you move your way around. You get past the first depth, past the second depth, into the middle of the third depth. You get deep into the third zone. The Aurora magic rags that have sort of been tied around your noses and faces, for those of you who can't breathe water, continue to filter the water as like these like gently pulsating red and yellow lights sort of bounce off of the wall, giving you temporary glimpses of what you can see. The twins with their night eyes do help you. Actually, you are also night vision inclined. Do a lot of spotting, while the other 3 who are aquatically adapted get into places that you typically cannot, as you sort of help to spot them. You find something very interesting down here. You find a red necklace.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh.
You find...
It's gonna be like that, okay.
a red necklace. And here's the thing, Seru. It pulses in tune with the red light. The most curious thing is that the gem is not solid. It is an exceedingly dense liquid.
Like, meaning fragile to the touch? Like, is it like jelly?
It is similar to like a incredibly dense oil. And it is sort of formed in this iron-ish pendant. Like a gummy, yes. Leo has the right of it, like a gummy. And like one of the children does go to eat it, because gummy, Asta goes to eat it, and Candina slaps his claw immediately. He looks up sort of pouty, and she shakes her head. sternly
Wait,
at him.
So
Do
what
you?
you're saying is that this is some kind of gummyware.
Yes. Do you want to take the necklace? You do not have to. If you pass on the necklace, I will give you a less insidious thing.
I'm gonna say now. So the other necklace that is in the map. Do we know its whereabouts, or the location of where it is was like where something like that was found?
It was dug up near the linguistic lilies, and where it is currently is around the neck of the leader who left.
Oh, okay. Oh, ooh, but
whose name I forget.
I take it, but I am curious if the pulse of the light. I want to observe to make sure, like, does it fade as I get away from the caverns?
No.
It just keeps glowing to the beat of the caverns,
Yes.
even as I go farther and farther away.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna take it.
You take it.
I want to make sure I'm not environmentally like changing anything. Like if I feel like,
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
When you get to the surface of the water with Candina, who has the kids and is kind of giving you a wide berth, the second you breach the surface and the necklace is out of the water, it completely solidifies and it stops glowing.
Put it back in the wood.
How long do you wait?
Can I go back to the surface and kind of like put it in a pan and kind of like wait?
Yes. So go ahead and
I'm gonna say like I'm not waiting. Like I'm not just like waiting in the water. Just
Yeah.
like
go
like
ahead
dipping.
and write redstone necklace on your
Okay.
somewhere there where you're keeping track of stuff. Pastel or coal?
Redstone necklace now broken.
What
Okay.
thing to further your profession or material access or anything like that? What thing like that are you doing? Are you looking for materials? Are you looking for studying for new spells, like crafting items, getting stuff to craft into items? Like, what are either of you up to?
Well, I was looking in my list here, and it wasn't slug meat that I had. It was slug goo.
Yeah, I'm giving you meat and hide as well. Everyone has
Okay.
slug, meat, hide, and goo.
Okay. I want to know what I can do with this.
Now, what part of the slug are we talking?
I was thinking the goo, like it was, like I'd be able to apply some kind of coating to my Qatar weapon.
Do you want to go to a professional?
Yes, because I'm still woozy from this from this weird drink.
The intense plum wine.
He's still lit.
I should just douse my weapon in that drink. That'll knock him out.
Wow.
So Cole, you head to a trusted stitcher, and they're sort of working with you over it. Sort of says, well, with the materials you got, I think that we could probably work something out. Now, off the top of the old noodle, I think what we could do is, if you want to coat your blades in it, I think we could maybe work some sort of paralytic toxin out of it. Something to put ornery critters down with less effort, huh? Now that said, that slug skin, that's a bit of a bit of a delicacy as far as people in my position are concerned.
Really?
With this much preserved goo, you travel with one of the Aurora mages, yeah?
Yeah.
She must have done something to preserve this, yeah?
Did she? It's been a couple.
It's all
Okay,
improv,
yes,
baby.
yes,
You can just say yes or no. We're just improving here.
Yes.
So now, if and you want, I could probably get you a little bit of the old paralytic. Even if I do this, I could probably get you 1 or 2 doses. But if you want, with that skin, we could run it through a treatment process that uses some of the dark stones, the sad stones. We've seen them sad folk grinding them up, turning it into goo. Apparently, that's where the goo that makes the bauble armor comes from. Now, hear me out. Don't look at me like that. I hear what you're saying, but don't look at me like that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use that as a processor to lock in the goo into the skin, so that it's permanently regenerating it. And I could create you what I would essentially be calling a slip and slide cloak. Have you ever been at the top of a hill and you said, I don't want to be at the top of this hill anymore, but then you have to walk all the way down the hill? No more, never again, with slip and slide cloak.
I think.
Billy Mays here.
Hi.
That's what I feel like this has turned into.
I'm definitely intrigued by that kind of functionality.
Yes, yes, of course you are. It's because I'm a genius.
Okay. But with the so, how long before you can have that ready for me?
If I start now, probably only a few days. I could probably get it to you before your next mentorship.
Let's do it.
Let's
I like it.
do it. So, Tony Baloney, I would like for you to roll 3 yellow dice to represent this character's skill.
Okay.
The difficulty is going to be 3 purple, 1 black. You can spend points to modify the pool if you want.
Yes, I will spend one of those guys.
Okay. Will you reduce the purples or add a green?
I would change one of the yellows to a green, right? Or
No, green is better. Green is worse than yellow, so you would
Okay.
add a new green.
gotcha. So I'll do that.
Yes, it is MMORPG. Gontes, all I want to do is play a crafter in an RPG that's got a low level. The Final Fantasy XIV community has a very high crafting level cap right now. It's not as fun anymore. Okay?
Oh, just wait.
So, 2 successes, 1 threat. So, you come back like a few days later, like on the eve, on the morrow or the eve of your next mentoring training. So I got some good news and I got some bad news.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is I did break the 2nd vial of your paralytic. On myself. The good news is it wore off. The other good news is that the remaining dose of your paralytic toxin, I only got the 1, is done, as is your slip and slide cloak.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I appreciate the work. I hope you're not too numbed out from the accident.
I mean, look, I can barely still feel my toes, but it is what it is. Now, as for the matter of recompense, Cole, you owe me a favor. That's it. I'll ask when I ask. Should have agreed to a price before I gave it to you. Haha, that's good business. Now I've done the labor and you have it, and you didn't agree to a price. The ball is in my court.
I think I can help you out. Just you let me know what you need and when.
Excellent. I'll be in touch, Cole. Good day. Pastel, what do you do to further yourself?
Definitely going to the Azure Brick of Light and trying new spells and just practicing magic in general.
Let us roll. Let us roll your magic skill, and I will let you pick the difficulty.
Okay.
And if you want to modify the pool, feel free. You know?
Okay. I rolled.
You rolled. One success and
You have
one
3 yellow
threat.
dice in that?
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
good magic.
Wait, hold on. Let me check something.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me read what Albert
Wait, I
said.
can remove one black dice because I have a knack for it.
Oh,
Is that a thing or not, or no?
yes, that absolutely is a thing. So the black die gets rid of the threat. You have one success. Congratulations. So, what happens here? Yeah, that's what I want to do. As you are working in the Azure Brook of Light, you do come across the spot where Mela ate all that dirt and then rocket jumped herself onto Lizette's ascent.
Of course.
You even see the little hole where she dug up the dirt. Something catches your eye at the bottom of that hole.
Oh.
Oh.
What is it?
You get down there, and in the hole, there appears to be, like, a solid, like, pole of some kind. You would have to dig it up.
Can I use my magic to, like, levitate it up?
It responds to your magic with such stark, staggered alacrity that it almost, like, catches you by surprise when you pull it out with an aurora, and it sort of, like, wraps up around you. This thing is incredibly attuned to aurora magic. It appears to be a root,
A root.
some sort of tree root that apparently was under the river that used to be the Azure Brook of Light. It is fairly long, like polearm in length. I will say that if you choose to utilize this as a spell casting foci, you will need to add something else to it to create a proper magic item, but this will count as a rather good spell casting focus, like a magic item for your spell casting.
Okay. Thank you.
And so, would you like to combine it with something now, or would you like to hold on to it later? Because I think Cole has Ember Boar Hide, there's the slime stuff, there's the linguistic lilies, there's the spider webs, there's... I think that's everything. I think I have everything. Oh, there's the red pendant.
Oh, the red pendant. Combining that with that, I'm not sure how that would work. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know. I'm scared to like test it.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So it is
We're
not
just
as...
asking to like burn the world.
Yes, I am. It is not as strong as it could be, but it is still a fairly potent focus.
Okay.
And so all of you have gathered. Unlike previous times, I'm going to ask you, what's the curriculum for today? Because it doesn't matter. I want you to tell me what your lessons are going to be. There are also 2 new mentees that have been added to the group. A little snub-nosed porcupine boy named Albert, who based on the brief conversations you've had with him and the other kids, is just a fun-loving kid who wants to explore and learn magic. as well as Yura, who you met, Minnie, the little hermit crab child that likes to collect things and be a good listener, which is what one of their interests are listed as, which is, Prince, thank you. I finally have one.
Are we all together?
Yes, the three of you in Candina have sort of gathered at, let's say that Plum Winery to discuss the coming curriculum for the next bit.
I know I made the map, but I wish I need the map so I can kind of look.
Let me see if I can post it in the Discord, because I have a copy on here.
Oh wait, so do I, because I sent it to you.
Oh, well then,
Hold on.
Shut
Give me a
up,
second. Give me a second.
little jerk. I'm gonna change songs while we're waiting.
Okay, let's see. Well, just here, I'll let you guys know, Tony and Josh, like where we have not really been. I guess we have not really been to Mount Elris. Who named this mountain?
Your
You're
husband.
Mount, not for long naming shit like this. Mount Elris.
This is a Y7 program.
I poop like this.
Thank you.
Don't
we
jump down her throat
don't know
anytime
much
soon.
about the pot,
I just did.
the magic pot.
Yeah,
We
don't
haven't
know
been
much
to
about
the
the pot.
coral reef area, but that is in the water. We haven't really been to the Fruity Bubbles area. I'm assuming if we're with the kids, we're not gonna go to where the sad, vague void of color island.
That would probably not be good.
So we'll just
Hey, they gotta learn that the world is sad eventually.
So I'm just letting you guys know, like that is where we have not really touched upon and explored. Oh, there was those floating earth cones.
Yeah, in the Azure Brook of Light, there's the floating islands.
Wait, isn't that where we found the one?
No, that's Lysets
one little
Ascent.
rocket.
You could tour the winery. You could take them to the Depth Striders. You could do something in... Actually, no. You can't do it in Vibron. You have to leave Vibron. I've decided.
Mount El or whatever is a little bit dangerous, is it?
Eliorus.
Eliorus? Yeah, because the cult is near there.
Eliorus.
Eliorus.
Come on.
Let's visit the
Leo-
pot. Maybe there's
Yeah,
something
like we
exciting
haven't touched
today.
we haven't touched upon it, and yeah, what is Josh, you're the one who created the pot. What's the deal with it? It just gives us a random thing every day, or whoever walks up to it gives them like, hey, I hear you need this.
It's whatever comes from the day. So
Yeah,
today it might be something magical or something. We'll find out.
I mean, like, sure, we can, like, go to the pot, bro. That's, like, a pretty... I don't know. Easy? That's pretty, like, easy. Like, you know, everybody knows the pot. It gives us stuff. You know?
Yeah, we should go there.
Okay, what are we gonna teach there? Like, what's the lesson?
We'll see what they have, and then we'll make a lesson out of it. It's an impromptu.
You know,
Or-
I do think though we should venture towards the floating rocks. They got. Are those creatures still hanging out in that area?
Yeah, they are very much under Lizette's Ascent.
But that's underneath Lizette's Ascent, not the actual floating rocks
Also-
that's in the Azure Brook.
They are super
Different.
friendly. Like, there are
They're the
like,
ones who taught us how to farm.
yeah, there are like farming communes over there with them, like full of Vibranian citizens.
Friendly. I mean, worst case scenario, we can go to the floating rocks if the pot doesn't yield good results.
It is on the way, so we could visit the pots. Perhaps it will, you know, grant us with something to kind of guide us on what we could maybe explore with to the floating earth? The
All
answer
right,
book?
let's do it. You know, we'll get up bright and early. We'll show them when the stuff appears. That'd be cool, right? All right,
Sound.
and break. She like puts her hand in with nobody else and then raises it up by herself and walks away. Catch you later. So the next morning comes, and as always, no morning is complete without having to wrangle some of the younglings. Except for the fact that the younglings are very well behaved today.
Ooh.
They are all sort of just sitting there and waiting.
Are we there now?
Yes,
Why?
you have arrived at the.
Yeah.
At,
I was
and
like,
it-
Do I want to ask why?
it's like
they're behaved
really
right now?
quiet.
You're being
They're learning.
unusually well behaved today.
Are you guys excited?
We're always well behaved, Elizabeth says. Yeah, but don't worry about it. And she does sort of like put her arm around her twin and go, "We took care of it. You know, mentor to mentor."
Why, thank you.
No,
I wink.
no, thank me. And she winks back.
Please don't encourage her, Pascal.
And Liza goes, that's what she said. The other one like blushes and sort of like looks away very quickly. Mella's stick is carefully laid in front of her. One thing that you have learned, Cole, is that during a previous like grip training, like teaching someone how to like wrap a grip, Mella has been wrapping all of the sticks that she picks up with like slowly increasing quality of like grip wrapping, and she is just like cross-legged in front of it, like palms upward in her lap, and she looks at you, Cole, and she says, "Hello, Mentor Cole. I'm following your advice. I'm communing with the blade."
Well, you've definitely come a long way. I know it's not fun, but it's definitely
I
you
have.
definitely can use that talent.
I have. You see that in her lap, like in between her crossed legs and like beneath the hands, she is obscuring a knife. Like she is very clearly trying to hide that she was playing with a knife before you got here.
Am I
Thank you.
dexterous enough to kind of quickly snatch that?
I would call that opposed coordination. We will call it, I'm gonna up the difficulty. We'll call it a red and a purple.
And it's what kind of coordination?
Coordination.
Okay.
Or you know what? I will also allow brawl. Because that seems like your money. Disarm-
No, coordination's
Fight
got
this
more for me.
kid.
Okay.
I don't want to fight him. I just want to go like.
Oh, Prince of Altea, you should know that the kids do have knives.
The babies do
I'm
have
gonna-
knives.
I'm gonna use one of the special things to I guess change green to a yellow.
Yes.
So boom, boom, and boom. Oh, good, thank God.
Crud.
Oh, I'm not gonna cut a kid today.
And so very nimbly, you sort of like get close. What do you do to like distract her so that you can snatch the knife out from under her? My mentor. I'm practicing the deep breathing exercises.
I want to say that I grab one of the sticks to kind of admire the
Wait, that's mine.
No, just to admire.
No,
the
that's
grip.
mine.
I'm
That's
looking-
mine. That's mine. It's mine. That's mine.
It's
And she goes to grab the stick.
yes. And as she's distracted with that one, with the other hand, I just go and snatch the little knife away.
The advantage is she doesn't even realize it. She goes,
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Smacks the stick onto the ground a couple times. He goes, I'm sorry, I lost my composure. Deep breathing.
It's okay. You'll be able to learn much if you pay attention to stay nice and focused.
When you Pastel had an interaction. Seru, you see one of the new students, Albert, the little porcupine boy, is like full latch hugged onto Harlow, the armadillo boy. Like the spikes of Albert do not pierce Harlow's shell, so it actually makes this hug one of the safer hugs that the two could do. And the Harlow sort of says, "Hi, Mentor Seru. I'm ready to learn. I'm very excited, and I made sure that I ate 2 plums for breakfast so that I wouldn't get hungry right away."
Are you making friends with Albert? You two getting along?
Yes, Albert was a bit scared, but he's less scared. And Albert nods kind of very, very quietly.
All right.
Harlow's very nice.
I'm glad that you guys will be a buddy system today. You guys have your vials, your empty vials, the notes from last week. Harlow, did you catch Albert up?
Harlow breaks eye contact with you almost immediately when you ask if he's prepared.
Albert, do you happen to have a few extra vials to give to Harlow?
I do. I can share.
You two will make a fantastic team.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It's okay.
You two stick close to
You're
me
welcome.
today.
Okay. And Pastel. Sort of like standing. Actually, no. We already had an interaction with her. Emmy is just like Emmy is just curious about everything, but it's hard to give her anything to do that isn't just chaos.
Wild card.
Wild card. Let's go with Yura. Yeah, we haven't done anything with Yura yet. Let's do something with Yura. Yura, the hermit crab boy, approaches you, Pastel. Waves.
Oh, hi, Yura. How you doing?
I'm good. I was wondering if what we were doing today?
Oh, I can tell you. I'll brief you in right now. We're going to the magical pot outside the forest today. And then we are going to go see the floating rocks just to see what they're all about.
Their eyes light up. Do you mean that the jar that gives stuff?
Mm-hmm. That jar.
So there'll be like cool stuff in it, right?
Well, hopefully, we'll see what the jar brings today.
Am I allowed to have any?
We have to talk to the community first before we distribute the goodies. But we'll make sure you get some if it's not a big of a deal.
Okay. Yeah. Seems really excited when you say that. You heard from Seru that the child very much enjoys like collecting things and putting them in that backpack.
Okay.
Okay. Candina sort of. All right, everybody. We gotta go if we want to see the stuff appear. It's gonna be tight. Let's go. Come on. And so.
Buddy system, or sorry.
No, please. You say buddy system, and all of the children, break off into pairs. I have a question about the buddy system. Do you split Liza and Liza Beth up?
Will they freak out if we do?
You know that Liza typically goes with Cole, while Liza Beth typically goes with Pastel. So like they're not like the weird twins from that one YouTube video who pretend that they're psychic and like get very upset if they're not next to each other. They are normal.
They're not
twins.
Andy and Ollie from Bob's Burgers. Like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that works. They're not the kids from The Shining.
I say yes.
Okay.
They're separated.
Who do you
Yeah.
pair them with? Or do you let the children pair for themselves?
Oh shoot! I wish I had a list.
Let me post it in the chatter again.
Well, we know that Albert and Harlow are together.
Thank
No.
you.
Albert
I would
and
think
Harlow are together.
I would feel like Elizabeth would pick her own buddy.
So I'm going to say that Liza Beth picks Emmy. If you
Emmy?
let Liza, she picks Emmy Ermine.
I was
Which-
saying the exact same thing.
Oh,
For some odd
really?
reason.
I swear too, like because Emmy's the younger little one, maybe Liza Beth sees her as like, I could be her mentor.
Exactly. For that reason.
And so then if we let Liza pick, Liza picks Mela, I'm going to say.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. What you have... No, actually, you know what? Everybody on the walk over there, why don't y'all give me a... whoever Yura gets paired with, he'll stick to like a shadow. I'm going to say that Yura pairs up with Asta. And Frog will pair... Are we at an odd number of students again? I think we
Yes.
are. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Then Frog will join Asta and Yura for a trio. But could each of you give me a perception check? The difficulty for this one is going to be 2 purple, 2 black.
Okay, how very neutral of you.
So you don't see it. Did anybody else roll yet? I'm in the OBS. I can't see. Oh, everybody.
Yes.
So
We
Pastel.
all three of us did, yeah.
So Pastel and Cole succeed. Pastel succeeds with 2 threat. I'm not gonna add any threat complications on this one because this is kind of like an inconsequential. I just want to see who noticed it. One thing Liza Beth you notice does is, I don't want to say it's like matronly, but like it's very like cool older sister with Emmy. Like it's very much like meeting the child's energy with energy and like being genuinely interested in what Emmy wants to say or do, and like Emmy ramble. And Liza Beth, like, no problem, keeps it up because they're both very high energy people, and what's that? Not Ojo, the anime trope with like cool older One-san. It's like an One-san relationship where it's like cool non-blood related older sister who's just like looking out for her, and like when Emmy runs off, Liza Beth is close behind. And the other success sees that Liza with Mela is kind of there, much like Liza keeps Liza Beth in check. Liza does what he can to keep Mela in check, or to direct the energy. Apparently, he has a lot of experience with this ability, to the point where now Mela is like actually at the front of the group, kind of with Liza and you, Cole. Sort of, you don't really need to like beat. You're not going off the beaten trail, so you don't really need to like beat a lot of stuff out of the way. But like anytime like there's a little bit of overgrowth in the way, Mela is on it with that stick, just and just like beats it out of the way.
Beats the devil out of it.
Beat the anarchy. But yeah, like Leo says, Emmy does look up with like sparkly eyes at her One-san. And that is sort of the energy that you see with that. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about the other dynamics, because I'm definitely not starved for content tonight. Harlow and Albert, we've already sort of seen their dynamic together. It's very much they're both kind of like slow paced, like in terms of like their walking speed, with Albert sticking quite close, like slug glue to Harlow. When it is snack time, they have snack time together, and Harlow seems to be sort of introducing him to Asta, and by extension, Asta's group, which is Frog and Yura. And Yura is seemingly a bit nervous to be in a group of 3, but due to the outgoingness of Asta and Frog, there are no like super awkward lulls in their conversation or anything like that. Like all of the groups seem to be getting along quite well and sort of having their own unique dynamics. But excuse me, I'm gonna mute the Yeti for a second. But before long, you all arrive at the jar, the pot. And the sun has barely begun to rise. Like, dawn is the opposite of twilight and dusk. It's dawn. Dawn has barely, how did I forget that? It is barely dawn when you arrive. And the sort of tarped outdoor tents that contain like tables or stumps or whatnot to house a lot of the miscellaneous stuff that comes from the pot every day. A lot of it is still sort of like being sorted. Would you like to go to the pot first? It'll probably be about 20 minutes before it arrives, before like the stuff spawns. Or you could sort of spend a little bit of time looking at what's already here. Where would you like to take the class?
I definitely would like to explore this kind of area, see what's around here, since I'm kind of on a fetch quest right now.
That is true. What about Pastel and Seru?
I don't mind waiting and can do looking around to see what's around.
Okay. And Seru?
I want to go to the pot.
Okay, so you go to the pot.
I feel like I kind of know what already has been coming out of the pot.
That's true.
So I want to see like what the new thing is going to be.
You have contacts. And so Cole and Pastel, you sort of take the kids that have come with you. Seru, you probably get Liza, Beth, and Mela to stay with you. Actually, never mind. They are running off in their direction. In whichever directions they so please. So it's mostly just you sitting there alone, Seru. So those of you who are overlooking the stuff that's already out here, there's a lot of stuff. There appears to be like different sections and like bins for the various things that are brought out. And I want to stress the pot is massive. Like you have to like climb up to a platform and look down into the pot. But there's like mounds of what appears to be just dirt. Like you don't know why, but there is just dirt. There is what appears to be like a bunch of like small shiny grayish discs that have sort of been like scattered around on each other. One of the weirdest things, and what appears to be drawing most of the interest of people right now, are just like these long, lustrous, golden, like rectangles. You don't know what they are, but a lot of people are sort of looking at it. There's a very large like horned, like yak horned individual, and he sort of picks it up and bites at it. He goes, "I don't think it's food. Probably not food. No, not food." And everyone's sort of just like staring at, like, what is this? And Harlow runs over to the magical dirt, as does Mela, and they both eagerly look at it, and they go to eat it. Could one of you give me a leadership check to see how well you have taught these kids about eating dirt?
Oh, Jesus.
Any one of you
can
can do it. Pastel, give me a leadership check. We will say that the dirt lesson is going to be 3 purple because these kids love eating dirt.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my gosh. No hesitation, even with such a low dice pool. 0 hesitation from Pastel.
Okay, just go with it, yeah.
1 success, 1 threat. You did teach the kids to stop eating random dirt they find. And so they do. But the threat is, you do see Mela look around and extend her hand, and she does scoop some of the dirt, and when she goes to lick it, she goes, "No," and shakes her head, and then opens her bag full of like the expensive tools and deposits the handful of dirt for later.
Of course.
No organization, it's just like a kid just throwing some cookie crumbs in their
Yes,
backpack.
to make it extra filthy. So a lot of the kids do sort of take handfuls of dirts. But yeah, like there's a lot of weird stuff continuing here. Chat, give me some other stuff that is in this marketplace. Not even a marketplace. This like stockpile. It appears as though there's like strange like rocks that are very, very brown, like really brown and very like soft. It's a hot day, and you can hear like one of the people appears to be like kind of what's an animal? I already said pangolin. I already said penguin. Like another bird person who's sort of looking it over, and they sort of say, "They didn't melt together until just now, though, so why did they melt?" Elsewhere, there's like a collection of like what appears to be like very nice looking gems, a bunch of seashells, just like all of this like weird stuff, and continuously you see the yak horned person sort of move from one to one. And also, please feel free to insert yourselves into this scene at any point.
I send you message.
You send me a message.
Tell me if that works.
Don't worry. I have you covered.
Okay.
Talk to me more about this in the longer term, because that's not what this specific thing do, but I like where your head's at.
Okay.
And so he picks up that like melted brown rock. Oh, this is food. I think this is food. It's very sweet. Oh, and like a dog person comes over and says, could I maybe get a little bit of that? And they say, sure, you can have this sweet brown creamy confectionery. And the dog, oh yeah, I need more of this, begins to eat more and more of that stuff. And they go, hey, save some for everybody else. And they swat her hand away.
All right. I want
should
to
we
jump
make-
in. I want to just jump in and just kind of like, cause what we haven't established contact. We're just hearing this in the background.
Yes.
I want to jump to the front and just, see if I know who these people are.
I mean, I will say that the dog person is probably another like outrider like you, like a scout. But a lot of these are like coin counters or whatever the equivalent in this specific society would be, like people who are in charge of the stockpile and distribution and reappropriation of material goods to people who need them.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Cole, hey, what's up? You gotta try this stuff. It's amazing.
What are you guys doing?
Eating.
But
I gotta see if it's poison. How else will we know if it's poison?
we do have quite an encyclopedia of information of things that are not poisonous.
And we're adding to that encyclopedia, isn't that right, Brutus? And the oxen-horned, the auroch-horned man sort of picks up what appears to be like a fruit with like a relatively thick rind, and he goes, absolutely, we must make sure. And he bites into it, and you hear like a very painful sounding crunch. And when he pulls it back, his teeth are a little like cracked. He goes, oh!
Ew.
And he pulls it apart, and though it looks like citrus on the outside, there is like a geode inside of it. Why? Why?
I'm not even gonna pretend to feel sorry for you.
It's my job. Feel sorry for me. It's my job. Oh, Pastel, can you please help wrap a little bit around the teeth?
No problem.
Thank you. And you weave a spell of healing sort of like around the teeth to solidify it. All right. Well, that hurt.
Maybe you should be careful, not just chew on everything you see.
Well, the hammer's missing. So all of them are gone. They're just gone.
All the hammers? Oh no.
I mean, certainly I didn't leave them out in the rainstorm a few weeks ago when they got swept away. I certainly didn't do that. He did. He super did, the dog says. He super... Ooh, my stomach hurts.
You got it.
Anyway.
Narrator,
No.
he did.
He did.
Well,
An animal person would. With auroch teeth. That's who would bite an unpeeled orange.
maybe you could try smashing it with like your fist instead of chewing it first.
And break my fist. I'll just chew lightly.
Just be careful. I won't be here to heal your teeth next time, because you have to go to the dentist, and you don't like that place much.
That is true. That is true. Twing, tong, tong, ting, 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 tong, twing, twing, ting, ting, twing. You hear like several sharp notes sort of being played, like very like vacuous notes, I should say, rather than sharp. And when you all look, you see, let's say, Emmy and Lizabeth. They are around like a pile of those like strange grayish lustrous discs, and when they flip them, they each produce a note, and so they're like sort of like hitting them like a pog slammer or like flipping them like a coin, and sort of like making a crude song. Good night, Mitch. Be safe at work. And they sort of look over at you and they wave. Seru, it is time. You should probably recall everybody.
Wait, did I get my thing from the pot?
No,
Or-
it hasn't
wait.
started yet. They want to see it.
Oh, call everybody to the pot.
Call everyone to watch
Oh,
it
I
watch it
know.
apparate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Children,
part of it is that
children.
we're learning what it looks like. Well, they are. We totally
The
definitely know
ritual of the pot has begun. Do you hear it?
Ooh.
Children, do you hear it? Tell me what you hear.
Crickets. Emmy
No,
playing
listen.
with those things. Ding 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 ding. And oh, the Emmy has like a handful of those coins. It is gonna be a loud day.
I advise Cole, please grab Emmy away from
So Cole,
Those
you gently
impromptu instruments.
you gently grab Emmy's hand, who sort of looks at you and pouts very sadly, big watery anime eyes.
Please, you need to pay attention, and we need silence.
She nods. And so all of you gather, and the pot spawning process is not particularly like flashy or magical. It's kind of actually weird how mundane it is. Like, it's quite literally like blink and you miss it. Like, at the bottom of the pot there is nothing, and then there is a collection of like mallets, like
The
wooden
hands.
mallets.
Oh, great. Now we can use it to test instead of biting in on everything.
And what's
Let's hope
in
they don't get
there?
lost again.
Mallets!
Are you serious?
Mallets!
We were just
Yeah.
talking about that. Yeah, hey! Can you get him?
Okay.
Thank you.
I lift them up with my magic, or at least some up.
Okay. So you begin to pull them out of this very deep pot and distribute the hammers, and immediately Mela and Lizabeth, they're my troublemakers, but like in two different ways. And none of these other kids particularly have like the inclination to swing wooden objects at things they should not. All of the other kids are better behaved than that, but those two immediately try to snatch one, like instantly.
I want to bat their hand away.
And so you swat their hands away as you're still sort of like holding Emmy, and like you like lift her in the air to like lean over and get the swat, and she sort of like swings to the other side of the pot. And both of the kids sort of pout, frown.
We need
That's
to
no
collect
fun.
these to bring them back to town. I'm losing the words.
Okay. All of the kids sort of say, some of them more dejected than others. And the process is pretty quick. They pass it out. It goes through the inspection. They take the supplies that they need here. They check a ledger of requests for supplies. And they say, well, what you could do is, are you heading back to Vibron anytime soon?
We're going to be taking a quick visit to the floating rocks, and showing the younglings here the lay of the land there.
Well, all right then. I was gonna ask if you could take it back, but if you're heading out there and then heading back, it'll be easier if I just go. Today's more or less over, so I'll put it together and we'll get out there. All right. Did your kids have fun? And there are some like cheers of like, yeah, but like it was a bad field trip. We all know it.
Oh no.
And you all set off to the floating rocks. Are there any lessons you would like to try and teach the kids, or do you just want to get to the floating rock?
What was the phenomena of why the rocks are floating in the first place? And this is not, just to be clear, this is not Liza's ascent we're going to. There's just big chunks of land that, what did we say, the Azure Brook,
Like
like
lifted
something
up.
happened and lifted it up?
The tornado.
A tornado
Oh,
caused
that's right.
it.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And then they stayed up there.
I guess it's more like a history lesson of like this happened to our land and this is up here and why it stays up in the air. Now we don't even know if there's anything or anyone up there.
Yeah. No one knows why they float, actually. There are hypotheses, as is the scientific method, but no one actually knows why they are aloft. Like, attempts to replicate it have not been met with success.
And can we can't travel there, unlike Eliza's Ascent? Maybe like the brook doesn't take us that way?
You probably could. With an Aurora Mage, you could probably fly up there. Yura sort of raises their hand. Their little crabby hand. Do we get to go up there?
We can. I can get us up there.
Albert gets like excited. Are we gonna get up there with magic? Eyes light up and they sort of like tug on Harlow, and Harlow nods and goes, "Magic is pretty cool." And Asta, like super excited with Frog, both of them, they're sort of like jumping up and down. And Asta says, "I'm so excited! I want to get up there! Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited!" And Frog very like, "I'm so excited to get up there too! I'm very excited!" Like all of the kids are like losing it. They're going ballistic.
Okay, settle down. Just be careful.
I went up to a flying rock once. It was pretty cool, Mela says. You know, no big. I can show you the way. Anyway, eat this dirt. Goes to like extend a hand of dirt, and it is immediately slapped out of her hand by Candina.
We're not going to be having a repeat of that lesson.
Not
Children.
today.
This is uncharted territory. We are only going for the sheer fact that we have an experienced Aurora Mage for travel, and we also have an experienced survivalist who can help us navigate. These are small plains of land. Once you come to the edge of one, you can see the edge of off yonder in the distance.
Yep, she's right. She is right, Elizabeth
But no
says,
other
stepping
class
forward.
has been here before.
She's right. And, you know, as our eminent Aurora Mage, and with my brother being the eminent tracker, we are happy to take you up there with the assistance of our fellow mentors. And Liza just... Please. Please. As he, like, goes to, and, like, grabs... Mela like by the scruff and sort of like holds her back as she's trying to like cartoon charge towards the Azure Brook of Light. He goes, please, not today, not. And he gets dragged away. But you all managed to gather the children together. Pastel, sounds like you're going to be the one flying everybody up there. Could I get a magic check?
Of course.
Let's see. I bought the difficulty to be... I'm going to spend a bad boy point. Your magic, we're going to call it a red, 2 purple.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
I'm severely weakened.
1 success, 1 threat, and 1 triumph. No, you severely knock it out of the park.
Okay.
So the kids file on to this like carpet of Aurora, and you just, the same way you got to Liza's Ascent, you flutter them over, and they are they're loving it. They are just like, it's nonstop oohs and ahs and fabulouses.
I kind of want a theme song for this moment or something. I don't know what to say though.
We're going on a
Trip in our favorite rocket ship through the skies. Little Einsteins.
And Dad.
Oh yeah, maybe Dravanian Four Lands will work. Let me see if this song works.
Sorry, my cat
Why?
had a little blep, and I couldn't deny her food.
You good, cuz?
She was looking at me just with a little. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, this is fine.
Butterflies in the sky.
I can
I can fly twice as high.
Oh god, there's a GIF. Trying to pick which youngling will cause the least problems early on. Oh my god, Leo, that's freaking hilarious. I'm still imparting No Cuss Club on myself because I'm a punk. But it's punk rock to not... Yeah, Noah posted the sad horse. That is a sad horse. That horse is dead on the inside.
Oh, where? Because I want to see the sad horse.
I think it's a general chatter. I adore that soundtrack, that album. Like, I adore it.
Oh.
It's so relaxing. Like, it puts me in a really good place. So, they lose it. And sure enough, you land on one of the larger chunks of the floating islands. We'll say that on the map, it's probably like that middle one. And there is not a lot up here, honestly. Somehow, the plant life continues to survive. Like, water hits, it hasn't eroded away like you would expect a floating island of primarily like sod to do. And it is sturdy as all get out up here. And the kids are just like running around and like just like peering over the edge and looking at stuff. There's not a lot up here. Like there's a few trees. If someone wants to give me a perception check, fudge it. Who wants to find something? I'm just gonna say. I don't need to make rules for inconsequential nothing. Who wants to find something? Actually, that seems like Cole's domain. Cole.
I was about to say I'm still gonna be
Yeah.
looking around because I was so disturbed and distracted by the other guys poorly taste testing things.
You find a broken down wagon up here. Like,
Okay.
it is not in good condition, but like the corners of it have sort of broken apart. But the most important thing is the wheels. These wheels are in perfect condition and they look really good. Like, I know this sounds trivial, don't worry about it. But there are wheels up here, and wheels are a valuable thing back home if you would like to bring them.
I mean, yeah, but if this is a wagon, those are pretty large wheels. How am I gonna? Are we just rolling them home?
And takes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm trying to figure out what I like.
Think more like a cart rather than like a large wagon. Think like a smaller wagon or a cart.
Understood.
No dysentery here.
Yeah, something that could be like pulled by like a person, rather than like yoked creatures.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Gosh, we're in this
floating.
We're in this floating chunk of land up in the sky. How am I gonna logistically take these wheels home?
Yes, yes. I value that. I respect that. But yeah, like you and Liza and who's one of the other kids? Asta. Asta is one of the other kids who's been learning with you, I believe. You sort of. Did y'all just get that big nasty thunder peal?
No, but our
There's
headphones are.
It's still
there
going.
It is.
Oh,
There it is.
I was like, wait a second, I just felt the rumble.
Oh yeah.
All three of us just went.
It's still going. Jesus. Keep going. Keep going. No, I want to comment on the weather. But you.
And there's the dog. I'm sorry. Like
That's
she's
okay.
gonna be a little.
Do you need to deal with the dog? It's fine if the dog barks. Like
Peach, come here. Hold on.
It's a living animal. Like I'm not gonna be upset. Like how dare it exist?
I'm just saying she might be a little needy right now
That's okay.
than normal.
It's an animal. It's thunder. It's scary.
She gets scared. She's shivering right now. She's right next to me. She's good.
Little baby.
I have my hands on her. She's good.
Good. And so, I assume that you all have like lunch up here and stuff like that. Like you take the time because this is like a whole thing. Like there is maybe Pastel, you do like a drawing class, just like something a little off kilter. Cole, you maybe teach a little bit of music. Seru, you teach a little bit of bad poetry.
Can I sit by myself and do it?
Or more accurately, you probably teach like penmanship. Like you teach them more like alphabet and things like that. You know, Cole.
Those are side classes.
Yeah, exactly. And Cole, like during your musical stuff, like you sort of like in between, you know, teaching about playing like the truca or you know, rhythm, like the very basics. You might point out a cloud and talk about like, well, this is a cloud that sort of means like this sort of weather might be coming. Like this is a big scary looking cloud, but it doesn't produce rain usually. Pastel, you're just very much like letting a lot of the youngest ones, I think, finger paint. Would you like to teach the older kids or the younger kids? Actually, I don't want to speak for you. It's a gosh darn role playing game.
I'll teach the younger kids to keep them occupied and not like running off the cliff or whatever.
So by the end of the finger painting session, the youngest, Emmy Ermine, is a tie-dye child because we have described that her fur is white, and so now her fur is tie-dye.
Well, it looks like you had a lot of fun, Miss Emmy.
I'm the canvas! I'm the canvas! I'm the canvas! I'm the canvas! And she runs and she gives you a big hug and paint just again all over you.
Aww, I hug her back.
Mela, like,
I'm a canvas.
Yeah, canvas. And so like you both sort of like march around the painting area, chanting and singing and dancing. Seru, Mela approaches you, sort of stick in hand, chin high. I'd like to learn poetry. I'd like to sing songs of the blade.
Do you have any poems about your blade?
I don't know how to read.
Well, you say it from the heart, from the mind,
I don't know
from the
how.
soul.
I don't know how to write either. What is poetry? Is thing that like cool people get written about them, right? I want to make sure I have this right.
Yes, people can write sonnets and poetry and music about.
And it's normal to write poetry about how cool you are, right? And
yes, absolutely.
Harlow goes, no, not really. You can do it, but no. And Frog sort of hits with like, I mean, you could. No one will know it's you if you read it, and then don't say that you wrote it. No. And Mela goes, I see. Well then.
We must start with teaching you how to write. Take these feelings and put it on paper.
And so just immediately with like graphite or like whatever the equivalent of like a colored pencil is in this world, just like very angry scribbling on the paper. Cole, approaching you, is Albert.
Albert's new, right? Which one's Albert?
Albert is new. He is the porcupine child.
Your headphones.
Headphones up. Thank you. Albert is the porcupine.
Okay.
And so he sort of comes up with his like large like Coke bottle glasses on his face. I will say that they are tinted like a very light yellow because they are made from Fruity Bubble. He says, no, wrong voice. Quiet, fragile, reserved. Excuse me?
Yes, Albert.
You're the mentor for traveling, right?
I mean, I'm the survivalist trainer, so I would definitely be helpful
That-
for traveling.
Survivalist means traveling, right?
It just means surviving, but you would want to use it while
What's
you travel.
surviving?
Well, to know what's good and bad to eat,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how to find people, how to find, you know, game, you know, to track.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely just, you know, all around useful information for when you're out in the wilderness. It's definitely something you're gonna want to use when you travel.
Okay. Does that mean that I can learn with you? Because
Absolutely.
I wanna be a explorer. I
Oh.
wanna see things and do things. Is that okay?
Well, what is it that you want to see and do?
Well, I wanna go and get my dad back.
What do you mean, get your dad back? Do I know what happened to his dad?
Does this mean revenge like?
Knowledge.
Get him back,
Let's call
or
knowledge.
sad times.
Call,
Okay,
call
I
knowledge.
want, like, not that I want to, like, spoil myself. I'm just wondering, like,
No,
how
no,
common
no.
is
That's fine.
knowledge?
Give me knowledge. I'm gonna spend a bad boy point. We're gonna call it red, purple, black.
Knowledge. I don't have a knowledge.
Oh, crud. You have
Is
a
there-
different. Let me see what the closest to your int skill. Runes is 2. What's your magic? Okay. So it looks like, yeah, okay. So it looks like you have an intelligence of 2, which is what it would be tied to. So yeah, I don't know why you don't have knowledge. That is weird. Maybe it was deleted by accident. Well, that means you just don't have it. So that would mean you have 2 green on this one. And so it's going to be a red, a purple, and a black.
2 green, red, purple, black.
You don't know, but you know enough with the advantage to not say anything. Like, to not, like, make an assumption.
Okay.
So what? How do you respond to him saying he wants to go get his father back?
Well, I don't know how to word this.
It's okay.
I'm sure- I'm
Take
sure
your
to-
time.
Yeah.
He gently pats you on the knee.
I will show you whatever you need to know to go exploring, and to hopefully find anyone you may be looking for.
Oh no, I know where he is.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Where is your father?
He's on the Gray Island. I want to go there and get him back. Other dad's real sad that he's there, so I want to go get him.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, then let's start practicing. He says, like, as he like adjusts his like big Coke bottle glasses again, and he does give you a big hug around the leg.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of just like looking off, like, what did I just agree to?
Yeah. Who have I not paid enough attention to? Sarah, I had a kid. Yeah, Mela talked to you. Pastel was Emmy, but that was a little short. All right, so this will be the last one. I'm gonna go to Pastel. What child have I been ignoring? Which is the thing you don't want to hear from someone who is responsible for children. Miss Pastel, Mentor Pastel. Harlow, the
Yes?
armadillo child, says.
Yes, Harlow.
Are we gonna get to learn more magic? Because I've been working really hard on it, and I'm out of magic.
Oh, you're out of magic? I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah.
we can always go back to the brook to get some more magic for you. I'll let you some of mine. I
Okay.
pour some.
So you pour some out. Yeah, like you're next to the brook. Like you pull some out and like fill a vial. What should I start to do to be as good as you and Elizabeth?
Well, first of all, you need to start practicing. Practicing makes almost perfect, because
Yeah.
no one's perfect.
Gotta practice, Emmy says from like still holding onto your leg. Gotta practice.
Practice. You can try just weaving the magic, just moving it back and forth. It's why I do my free time when I'm not painting.
And he sort of like leans back and forth and like wiggles his arms when you say that. Like this?
Kinda, just with more magic and less dramatic. Like so. And I kind of like hold his hands, or is it his hands?
Yeah, his. I believe that the child is a he. Yes, Harlow is he, him. And so you sort of like help teach like the basic manipulation gestures. And yeah, with that, it is gonna be dark probably within like a few hours, so it's probably time to head home if you want to get them back like just after dusk.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can do something witty.
Ooh! I'm all ears.
I want to traject ourselves back to the hometown with the power of the magic.
That's very dangerous.
But like, yeah, nah.
If it was just you three adults, I would let you do it. But this is like a group of like 10 plus people for a spell you haven't really practiced yet. I love the idea though. Keep that in your back pocket because that will be useful. I promise you that will be useful.
I'd like to just take one more quick look and see if I can find some sort of edible herb to bring to the brewer.
Yeah, sure. Chat, what herb does Cole find? I would take the shape, and just like shout whatever you got. The shape, the flavor profile, it can be a complicated or a simple one, and maybe what it's called. You don't have to name all of it. You can just suggest one aspect that you want or multiple aspects. I'm fine with whatever. As Cole, you sort of begin to... You find this diamond-leafed plant, and it has lots of like spindly spikes, like almost like pine needles, jutting out of the edges of those diamond leaves. You think you've seen it before? Can you give me a survival with... we'll call it two purple. One success, one threat. We're not calling it fake banana. That's not the name.
Fake Hannah.
Fake Hannah. But we'll call it the, I like stinger. Stinger something is what we're going to call it. So this diamond-shaped pined leaf. You know that when brewed into a tea, it has a very... No, banana is not what we're calling it. I'm wrangling... actual children now. But it has a very savory flavor profile, and we will say that it's good for like joint pain. Very good for inflammation. And so,
okay.
Yeah, the stinger thistle or stinger weed, whatever it'll eventually end up being called. You managed to find a couple like small selections of that you sort of like tie off with some twine and pop on the side of your rucksack so they can hang out and desiccate.
Okay. What do we get a name? What's the name? I want to make sure I have this.
So far the name is Stinger Banana. So we will call it the Stinger birch. I don't dislike birch. Yeah, we'll call it the stinger birch. This is a juvenile tree. Or like a juvenile bush or something like this. When it's in its juvenile form, it has a much more potent effect. That said, chewing on the bark of this birch, if it was fully grown, is said to help with bad breath. It gives your breath like a somewhat fruity, banana-like scent. Look, I used the whole chat bad idea.
All the bad ideas become just one bad idea.
Yeah. Look, it's a good idea. We are creating very interesting magical plants. I've always wanted to do like a document that's like a field guide of magical plants, like with like magical effects for like potions or spellcasting. I've always wanted to do that. But Pastel, you very effortlessly bring everyone safely down. And you all begin your walk back to town. And everything's fine, and nothing bad has ever happened.
Because nothing ever does.
Which kid is it?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, no, don't say anything like that.
I don't.
All right, roll call.
No.
Roll call. I don't know what you mean.
Oh shoot, how many kids do we have now? 9?
1,000.
You have
2, 3,
9.
4. Fucking bug. Sorry.
Cuss. There's no
Oh, no.
there's no penalty. I just I'm just cussing. Is this bad? Is this tense enough but not like scary? Yeah, this is good. It's pretty, but it's got like a little bit to it, but it's not like oppressively scary. I lost all of my tabs. I need to start making a thing. Oh, I have a message. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I gotta make a note of that.
I don't like the way that sounds.
My pen's not working. I have a pencil. Haha.
I guess we don't have to do it. No, it's okay. No, it's cool. It's cool. No, you don't need it. No.
Shut up. Love it. God damn it, Josh. You're so freaking good at this. All of you are giving
What
me
have you
gold.
done to us?
Oh, no.
Nothing. It doesn't affect you. Little punk. And so it definitely does start to rain. And it starts to rain
Again?
Yes. It's the rainy season. It starts to rain actually fairly hard. So hard that you are kind of forced to go to ground when you get back to the Jug campsite. At the Jug campsite, no one is there.
Oh, no.
Where the pot is?
Yes, where the pot is. I say Jug and pot interchangeably. I'm sorry.
Is all the stuff still like left around?
Yeah, very much.
Can we look for umbrellas?
You and the fucking umbrellas. Yeah, you look around and there are some like dewy leaf parasols or something like that, like very large, like fronds with like a
Like Totoro.
spade-shaped leaf. Yeah, very, very Totoro. Yes. And there's tents. There's a building here. But yeah, like when you get all the kids inside, like the building is empty. Seru, you stoke a fire using some of your alchemical tinder. And maybe perhaps some of Cole's self-cooking boar meat. Yeah, so you spend the night. You spend the night gone to ground. When the next morning comes, you help yourself to what food is around.
Still no one has returned to the camp.
Can I do some kind of perimeter sweep check type thing? See
Absolutely.
if I can get an idea of like if I can get any tracks.
Absolutely. The tracks go towards Vibron. Like, there's a lot of footprints over here, but like everything seems normal. It just seems like they went to Vibron and they didn't come back. Maybe they stayed the night. You know, this kind of thing probably wouldn't be that irregular.
Okay.
Can I check the pot?
Yeah, sure. Do you stay till the pot? Actually, no, it's morning. Yeah. Okay. So the pot has spawned, and spawned in the pot are a bunch of like tiny carved figures.
Odd.
Carved figures.
I
Yeah.
inspect and take a closer look as I collect them all.
They're made of a material you've never really seen before. Like, they bend back and forth. Like, they're not very fragile. You can kind of smash them with a hammer, but like it doesn't do much. Definitely not edible, as Mela quickly learns. Yes, very similar. And yeah, like, you scrutinize them, you study them. They don't have the faces of anyone you know. Like, they just, like, they appear to be like little figurines. You don't know who or of what. Some of them are holding things that you've never seen. Like, one's holding a flower, one's holding like a shovel. You both know what those are. But like, yeah, it's just like it's very strange.
Interesting.
And there's nothing else.
No.
None of us have seen this material before.
No.
Can I give one to Yara? Oh, no, whoa, not Yara. Yeah, Yara. Yura. My bad.
Wait, we
Yara.
found
You
out
don't
it's
want
not
to give
edible?
nothing to Yara.
My bad.
It's not edible?
It's not edible. It is fucking plastic. Do not.
Well, if the pot spawned it, maybe we will find what we.
I need to stress this. The pot has frequently spawned things that have no use ever.
Okay, so
It's random.
Like those gold bars have spawned before, and they have been like promptly used as like brickwork to like insulate a house. Like they are used as like cobblestone. Like there is no use for the gold here.
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna. I guess I'll just take the figurines and I'll just kind of put it in a discarded pile, like the pile of miscellaneous, because it's like, that's how we separate it.
You put it in
I
a
will
new
put it here.
miscellaneous container.
In
Can
its
I
own
test it?
category.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You make your own category. You begin to write your stuff out while Pastel tests something. Pastel, what do you test?
I'm testing to see if there's stored magic in these things.
No, they are entirely non-magical.
Okay.
It's just a figurine.
Yeah, they are just tabletop miniatures. I definitely didn't look around the room to think of something to put in the pot when you asked me.
Can I snap one in half? Or is that?
I mean,
is
like,
that-
here's the thing. It doesn't, like, snap in half. Like, the worst that you do... Actually, no, these are like, cast molded. So, like, yeah, the worst you do is, like, you bend it, but then it stays bent, but it slowly...
Oh, I
begins
understand.
to right
I
itself.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Green Army Men.
Very
Are they
similar.
colorful?
Yeah. They are all gray.
Well, let's just bring it with us. I'm sure we'll figure something out for them.
Maybe the kids will enjoy playing with them.
That's fair.
How, like, the size? What's the size of it?
Maybe like 38 millimeters.
The hell is that? The
Inch and a
inches.
half.
Give me inches. 10 inches. What,
Like,
Inch
hold
and a
up.
half.
millimeters?
It's approximately an inch and a half. That's what that would be.
Like yay
okay,
big.
like Green Army men. Okay.
Well, maybe you can make like a chess set or something, or make a new game or something called checkers with these things. Someone could be creative.
Y'all are chasing ghosts, I promise.
Okay.
I'm trying to just take it and go. Like, where we
Yeah. And
Well, depending on how many there are, I was gonna be like, give it to the kids, let them
Yeah.
play with it.
the children will swallow these. You know these fucking kids.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, these children will eat them. And so yeah, you all begin to head back to Vibran. Now here is where the actual issue begins.
Oh, sorry. Actually, it's an issue. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. When you reach Vibran, the gate is closed. Like that shaped wooden gate, it is completely sealed.
That's weird. Can we knock?
And
Or
it's
just-
morning right now.
It is morning. Yeah, the gate is almost never sealed. Like
According to the sunrise, we are not. There is no cause for the gates to be closed at the moment. They should have known our arrival should have been about now.
Right. This is really odd.
Perhaps, you know what? Perhaps from the rainy weather, the gates maybe blew themselves closed. Let's just try to pull it open.
yeah, the big gates. Yeah, it is barricaded on the other side. Like there is a set bar in it that has been wood shaped to seamlessly meld with the gate. It is locked. This only happens when there is something really wrong.
Can I like pick everyone up and like warp them on the other side of the gate?
So you go to do that, Pastel. You are rebuffed by the barrier.
I mean, I feel like it'd be a pretty crappy gate if we could just easily get over it somehow.
Yeah,
What
like
is Aurora magic, but like okay.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like your idea is very good. That would work normally. The barrier itself, like you have a key. You are an Aurora mage. You can come and go as you please through the barrier. The password has been changed is the only analogy I have. Like it is no longer letting people in.
Your magic is like not compatible to let us through.
Yeah, like it is blocking you. It is a one-way door or a no-way door at this point.
Firewall up. Okay.
So we have not seen a person yet since we got back to ground.
When you fly up to do that, Pastel, you do see a person.
Okay. Who do I see?
We'll say it was the elephant Aurora mage that helped you in the first that you helped in the first episode with that old person. And I believe that the pronouns were she, her, and she sort of waves at you and casts a quick spell that sort of like allows sound to pass through the barrier. And she says, "Oh, Pastel! Oh, you were outside. Oh, that's great. That's great. Is Seru and Cole with you?"
Mm-hmm. And the children as well. Can we come in?
No,
Wait, why not?
something's wrong.
What? What's going on?
Hey kids, let's go and let's go pick some plums for breakfast, right? And Candina takes the kids away. As she's walking by Seru, she says, "Just catch me up, yeah?"
Oh no.
And the elephant woman says, "So we don't really know what's happening, but something's going on. From what I've been told, a lot of people are getting sick really fast.
Oh no.
And it's spreading pretty bad. So we had to lock down, nobody in or out."
Oh no. Oh no, this is really bad. I wish I could help heal, but I can't go inside. Are you sure I can't go and help and heal?
It's not, there's something to it. it's not that easy. By the way, you two can interject whenever you want, Cole and Seru. Like, you are
Okay,
part
I
of the
wasn't sure if that was
conversation. Yeah,
just
no,
a-
you can. I just want to make sure that you know.
Is anyone injured? Is anyone?
I mean,
is everyone okay?
a lot of people are laid up right now. We're moving anybody sick to the floor, so that way they don't have to go up and down. But we're doing what we can.
And this started last night or yesterday?
I mean, apparently it's been a few days brewing, but apparently it got really bad last night. I honestly, even I haven't been allowed to go too deep in. It's kind of segmented off.
What are their symptoms?
Rash, high fever, a lot of nausea, like discoloration. The colors are weird.
It sounds like tickleberrylitis.
Yeah, honestly, that's what Seru, was there like an alchemist that you've worked with before?
I would think so. Like maybe someone who mentored me, someone much older.
Can you
I would say
name them?
A very much elder ostrich that almost looks like a Skeksis from Dark Crystal.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's her name? Or his name, or their name?
Rita.
Rita.
I'm missing an eyeball, like
After 10,000 years, I'm free!
Yeah, very wicked.
All right. So that's what Rita thought. But that was the first thing she tested for. But it's not. She said it was similar, but then she got it. And Lysithia has it. It's pretty bad, Pastel.
Another magics can cure it.
Well, what can we do from out here if you're not gonna let us back in?
I mean,
We got all the children here. Like, whoa.
well, I'll tell people that the kids are safe, but I don't know.
All right, I think we should probably go back to the campsite near the pot.
Okay.
Right, I think they might have something that can help cure something. There must be something there.
Yeah, but all we got were these figurines this morning. Like, we gotta wait a whole nother day for it. But I mean,
well, the pot doesn't always provide what we need.
that is true.
It's random.
But it's. I mean, we don't have without knowing what this disease is.
Seru, you studied under Rita, right?
Yes, she was.
Would you be able to read her alchemical script, which you would know is like a proprietary language that is somewhat unique to most alchemists? Like, there are like variations, but like, you studied under Rita, you would probably be able to decipher a lot of her notes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I could get her like notes on it. I could get her book. I would have to give it to somebody else to give to you, because if I go into the interior, then I can't come back out here. I'll be locked inside Zone 2. But Pastel, I can get you Lysithia's notes.
Please do.
Okay. And Cole, do any of you need anything? Like, for me to bring out? Like, you're kind of stuck out there. We don't have much to offer, but anything that I can get cleaned up, I can get sent out.
Probably some food rations. I have enough medicine for the kids if they get, minor illnesses.
Okay. I'll have someone get all of your personal stuff, and we'll give the few rations that we can share. We're already on strict rationings. We're on, ground 2 rationings.
I take back the food rations. No cross-contamination.
Okay, sure. Pastel?
Can I ask how Onyx is doing?
Onyx isn't here.
Onyx?
Mm-hmm. He last I heard he went with an expedition to the fissures in the ocean.
Okay. He should be fine. All right. Just get me my Just get me some fruity bubbles.
Okay.
If possible.
I'll get anything that looks useful, and I'll get you some fruity bubbles. Although you're probably closer to the source of fruity bubbles. You are on the outside.
That's true. We can get it.
Cole, do you need
Never
anything?
No, I think I can help us forage some food to help us through the day. I just wish I knew how long this is gonna be.
Yeah, well, that makes all of us. All right, I'm gonna go get that.
Wait, who was the first person to have gotten sick?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't. It happened fast from what I've heard. It might be in Rita or Lysithia's notes.
Okay.
Let's get these books to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so she heads into the town, and maybe 2 hours later, like by this point the kids are getting frickin' restless. Like, they really want to go inside. Some of them have actually begun to cry. About 2 hours later, have we named anybody else? No, not really. We will say that someone none of you have ever met before comes with like tied like bindles of stuff, like very large bags, sort of tied with like hempen cloth, and they sort of like toss it over the fence, like over the wall, and it boom passes through, and then boom, boom, all three bags pass through, and then another Aurora Mage like reseals that part of the hole.
Okay. Can I perform a cleansing spell on the bag just to clean off the...
Absolutely. You purify them with a wave of Aurora. Seru, you pop a little medicinal cleaner on it. Cole, you wash your hands.
Purell.
Wash the hands.
And the kids are kind of inconsolable right now. Like, they want to know what's going on and what the heck they're gonna do. Like, they want to go home. They want to see their family units. Like,
We have to distract the children. We have to go on another impromptu field trip. But to where?
I got fruit gummy yesterday, and I want to go home and eat my fruit gummy! Mela begins to scream cry.
Oh, we should have asked if the children needed anything. Oh, God. So bad.
There are supplies for kids. Like, they tossed you that as well. Like, that was a no-brainer for everybody involved.
Thanks for the books. Nothing else.
Deuces!
I think you're correct. We need to take them on another trip, perhaps somewhere safe, like to the beach of the fruity bubbles, somewhere a little bright, colorful. Maybe perhaps let them play.
As you all talk to each other, the children continue to scream cry. Like, it's getting louder. The decibels are rising. A lot of the children who hate screaming have sort of like curled up and like are like very withdrawn right now. It is a bad vibe.
Can I just give a bunch of hugs?
Give me charm.
And what's my post?
4 purple.
I'm gonna spend to make one of these a yellow. Oh gosh. Okay.
Pick one student. What student do you focus on? Pick one.
Elizabeth, because if I can get her to get her crap together, maybe she can help us get the rest of the kids' crap together.
Elizabeth is like kind of like hyperventilating. Like she's not like this is not what she was expecting, and she is a about to be teenager. This is not a good scene for her. And she's like, what? What's going on? Why can't we go inside? Everybody's screaming. Everybody's crying. The kids who don't like screaming, they're crying, but they're crying quiet.
Elizabeth, you're a leader, right?
No! What? No! You're the mentors. I'm just a kid.
Yes, we are your mentors, but you to the kids, you are their mentor.
That's a terrible system. You're supposed to be their mentors. That's your job. That's the whole thing. What are you doing?
We need extra help.
She like scrunches her face and does that like upset like head roll with the shoulders that kids do. Okay. And she does, with your failure, she does sort of like grab you lightly, not like aggressively.
Yeah.
Like she does like grab you and like, what's going on?
Pastel and I are going to try to figure that out right now.
No, you already know. You can't lie to me. You already know.
We don't really know quite yet. All we know is that we are being kept separated for our safety. Everyone inside is, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are just they're trying to make sure we're okay. So
What? Why? You know why. You can't lie to me.
all we know is a lot of people in town are not feeling well.
They closed the town down because people don't feel good?
And that's the part where we need to find out why.
What? That's so weird. Okay, okay. All right. Okay.
You help us, Elizabeth. This will give me and Pastel and Cole the opportunity to find out more. If you can help us with the class.
Okay. Sure. I will try. Pastel or Cole, what do you do while Seru sort of has this one-on-one? Because her attempt at charm failed miserably.
I kind of got one kid.
You got one kid, but maybe charm isn't what they needed at this very moment. Also, you're terrible at charm.
Yeah.
So, what do Pastel or Cole do?
I want to distract them with teaching them some breathing exercises, some Zen exercises.
Ooh, yes.
We will call that leadership.
Okay.
Because it's in your wheelhouse, I will give you a blue die, but we will call that leadership, also against a difficulty of 4 purple.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
thank goodness. Something.
So, yes, and Pastel, just so that I can sort of weave the narrative so all of you are doing something to help with this situation. What do you do? Do you, like, pick a kid or two to focus on? Do you try to address the crowd in general? Like, what does Pastel do?
I hate doing this magic spell, but I'm going to try to do anyway. It's a calming spell. I want to calm the group.
Okay.
Change their whole emotions, which I hate doing because it's
that's dirty.
altering.
Yeah, it's a little hypnotizing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I am very much a believer that the spell Calm Emotions from Dungeons & Dragons can be used therapeutically. So I will say this is actually probably something that you have probably done before, but it's still, maybe you're not comfortable with it for other reasons. For reasons, you know what I mean? That we've discussed in private. I'm going to flip a bad boy point. I'm going to call it a red and 2 purples.
And it is Okay.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
God.
What?
That's
That's a lot.
Holy shit. So 3 successes, 2 bad things, 1 critical success, 1 critical fail. That red die did not let me down.
Like that despair. Oh my gosh, no.
You or the
There's a lot
kids?
going on. Huh? Sorry.
You or the kids?
Um,
Yeah.
the kids.
This is not supposed to be hesitant.
No. All right. You know what? I understand. I think your intentions are good there. I'm saying, do you want the despair to affect you or the kids?
Me mentally.
Yeah. So, pastel. More like grayscale, because this colorful emotional spell that you cast using a fruity bubble as a catalyst, it does calm the kids down. However, it completely suppresses all of your emotions. You cast it incorrectly, and to the point where you sort of begin to lose your color.
Sure.
No. No, Pastel, I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh, my hair's going slow.
I'm sure the hair would hurt him.
You lose a lot of your pastel colors and begin to take on sort of that grayscale monochromatic hue of people from the island.
Okay, can you give me 1 second? I'll just get prettied up.
What? No, we're almost done. Like, this is the end. Like, I swear, we're almost done.
Okay. I mean, I can just switch my hat. It'll take me 2 seconds. It's fine.
Okay, sir, switch your hat. That's fine.
Yeah.
Excuse me, chicks. I gotta use the bathroom too.
Oh, well, okay, I was gonna do Cole's thing, but okay, sure.
Sorry,
Go to the
man. I've been
bathroom.
holding it.
Go to the bathroom. Cole, you talk to the kids as Pastel weaves that emotion, the negative emotion relieving spell. And you sort of like marshal them and sort of get them ready and give them a mature and responsible enough explanation of what's going on. And I put a marker. Kyle, go back. There's a marker. Go before the marker to do it. And you you all sort of begin to walk back with the children to wherever it is you're going to end up going. This is going to form the final arc-ish of Prismatica, maybe. And this is where we are going to end. When I said I was about to end, I meant it.
Oh.
And so, thank you all for playing. We are going to be dealing with finding the cure for whatever is happening in Vibron as our next few adventures, and that will also include wrangling and teaching the children. Did everybody have fun?
Is it the chocolate?
It probably is a chocolate.
I was thinking about making it the chocolate.
I'm like, you first had a dog eat the chocolate. I was like, no, don't.
Chat.
Don't.
So chat.
I thought the same way too.
Chat suggested chocolate, and I was like, that's funny. I'll put a dog here, and I'll have the dog person eat the chocolate. That'll be funny. I was gonna do the plague tale regardless. It's all right here. But yeah, did everybody have fun?
Yeah, now that the arc is coming in to play, like I think I have I have tiny ideas, and maybe you can help me tie it,
Absolutely.
braid it together.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
So we aren't gonna hang out and talk in a post game. We're gonna hop off now. So thank you all very much for watching, everybody. We love you. We will see you next Tuesday.
Yes.
Tomorrow, I think Kat is doing the Thirst, I think. Or, oops, she's doing something. And then Friday, I think, is a Fortune Teller Friday. And then Saturday, Musica.